Well, today, everybody, I'm going to do an episode based on pretty much my life, on the fact that I'm constantly struggling with the fact that I want to do something, but at the same time I don't. And that is because I would like to classify myself as an introverted extrovert, where I am actually one of those types of people who likes to go and be social and do things and see the world, blah, 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 blah. But I also like to not do those things. And that brings us to 5 problems of being an introverted extrovert. Ugh. Let's just jump right into it with number 5. This one is struggling between leaving and not leaving. You want both. You don't know what you really want. You want to go out because you don't really want to feel like you're missing out on something, so this amazing opportunity that is out there. But you also don't want to just go out just because everyone else is going out. You want to find that weird balance? Well, it doesn't exist. There's no going and not going. You have to pick one and stick with it. And that's what I struggle with all the time. Being an introverted extrovert, you want to go out and see these people and hang out, but then you also kind of rather be in bed or watching Netflix with the dog or cat, because God knows that's exactly what I want to do all the time. But you also want to go out and make friends who you could bring back to your place and just watch Netflix with the dog and the cat with. Maybe I'm just an introvert. While you struggle with the fact that you always want to stay in, you really also desire wanting to go out. You always want that feeling of just seeing people and socializing. And you aren't bad at socializing, you just don't want to, but you do. It's like this weird tug of war that your mind's doing, where it's just you're gonna go, and then you're like, no, because now you're already comfortable in bed by the time that anyone ever wants to go out anyways. You get off of work, you lay in the bed, and then you think about it for a minute, you're like, I really don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to meet anyone new either. Which then leads to problem number 4. Less and less friends. Although you may have your same small group of friends, which is great to have because you'd rather have at least some friends than no friends, but the problem is that those friends who you used to hang out with all the time may not stay in contact with you all the time, and for some reason, you as the introverted extrovert is not going to make that attempt to stay in contact. Basically, you're gonna lose them as a friend because you're not willing to put in the effort. Maybe if you really want to keep them as a friend, try to just make it happen. Find time, find a day to make more friends, or keep the friends that you have. And say that you do have friends that may have moved away, but they're coming back into town, and you're like, oh my gosh, when you come back in town, you should totally hit me up and we could hang out and have a drink or go clubbing or do something. We'll just go and do something. And then the day comes, and then they finally hit you up, and you're like, ooh, that was today? I'm sorry, I'm busy. But really, you're not. You're pretty much not busy ever. Number 3. Sometimes you're the life of the party, and sometimes you're the big old fat dud. You never know which one you're gonna be. You're sometimes going around, you're socializing with the whole world, and then you all of a sudden just shut down. You never know which side's going to appear. Is it going to be the super social version of you that's going to go and talk and dance with everybody and be the life of the party? Or is it going to be the dud version of you that sits in the corner and wallows about everything because it just doesn't want to be there that day? And you don't even know necessarily what that mood is that sets you off of social version of you and dud version of you, but there is one, and you just kind of have to feel it out. But my suggestion is basically just try to become that social version. If you feel that you're becoming that dud, just stop thinking about it and just work with the crowd. Just work the crowd, just go through and see what other people are saying, doing, maybe dance a little, maybe find something to laugh at. That's the best way to get through the dud version of you, because no one really wants to see dud version of you. And you really don't want people to see the dud version of you. Those are the days where you actually should have been the I'm not going out person, because going out and then being the dud is the lamest thing ever. Especially when people are expecting you to be the social butterfly that you really are. But it comes and goes. Number 2. Number 2 is something that I personally struggle with on a day-to-day basis, and I hope some of you do too, so that way we can talk about it in the comments, because I hate the fact that I do this, but at the same time, I know why I do it, but we'll get to that. and that is selectively avoiding contact with certain people. And that list is just growing as you get older. Like, I probably have like at least a couple hundred people that I just don't want to see ever, and that's not a reason. It's just that they could be the nicest person, but I just don't want to talk to them. There's a myriad of reasons. Like, it could just be they talk too much, or they talk too little, or you don't really know what to say to them, or the only thing that you do say to them is something about the weather, and it just gets really awkward after that. And I just decided, instead of like going for that, I might as well just avoid it like the plague. I will like go around a whole building just to avoid a person that I don't want to talk to. I wish I was more of a social butterfly when it comes to talking in general. I can talk to pretty much anyone, but there are limitations that I feel that I have that I wish that I didn't have. And I want to like not feel awkward ever, and that might be the problem. I feel like a lot of people have awkward conversations and are just okay with it. But when I have an awkward conversation, I just think about it. I'm like, oh God, they think I'm an idiot, or it could have gone so much better, or I don't know what I was thinking, what I said was stupid. But and they probably were like, oh, okay, that was a good conversation. Forgot about it, gone. But yet I sit here and dwell on it. And then finally, we get down to number 1. Number 1 is probably one of the reasons why I'll probably be single forever. Basically because it makes dating near impossible. Like, when you date as an introvert, you find other people that are introverts, so that way you can introvert together. I mean, you'll figure it out on social media, or you go meet each other via some type of dating app, something, but you guys know that each other are introverts and you like to do the same things. You want to stay in and do simple things, or go to a movie, or go see something, I don't know, maybe a show, I don't know. You want to do something that is just you two. And extroverts like to do the opposite, and they find other people who are extroverts, where they always want to go somewhere, want to do something with lots of people and have people surrounding them. And that's two people who always like to do that. Perfect. Problem is, when you're an introverted extrovert, you kind of want both. And there's a very rare occasion when you can find another introverted extroverted person who feels the same way as you do. And even if you did find the introverted extroverted person, it gets complicated, because when they feel like being introverted, you may feel like being extroverted, and vice versa. So it's this constant battle of whether you want to stay in or go out, and whether it works with their feelings at the moment, and whether it works with your feelings, and it becomes a shit show because you guys are just arguing. Oh, you never want to go out. Well, you just don't want to go out because I want to go out. And that's not reason why. Back and forth. Banter. Back and forth. And then sometimes it's not just because you can't find someone that you connect with. It's mainly because you refuse to put yourself in the situation where you're going to find someone to connect with. You get to the point where you could go on a dating app and not know why you're even on there, because you're never going to actually physically meet people. You'll probably talk to them for about, a week, and then eventually they're going to be like, oh, you want to go on a date? Sure. Oh, when's a good time for you? I don't know, I'll get back to you. And then eventually you guys keep talking, and then they come back to you. It's like, oh, when do you want to go on that date? How about Tuesday? Ooh, Tuesday, that's a bad day for me. I got a lot going on Tuesday. Okay, fine, Wednesday. Ooh, that's my day that I washed my cat. So I can't do Wednesdays. You keep going on and talk about how busy you are, but in reality, you're sitting in your bed eating Doritos in your underwear watching Netflix. Because Netflix inevitably is your best friend. It's so sad because it's true. Okay, you finally give up. You finally go on the date. You finally meet someone and think, they're not bad. I'll actually go and see them. And then you start getting these thoughts in your head about the second date. Yes, now you have to commit to a potential second date. I should not even done the first one now. This is the worst thing ever. Why have I gotten myself into this predicament where I have to potentially see someone again? Yet at the same time, I really kind of want to. But then I might have to eat Doritos in my bed in my underwear with Netflix. And that's being an introverted extrovert in a nutshell, everybody. I don't know how many of us are out there, but I am definitely one of them. I'm one of those people who constantly struggles with wanting to be extroverted, but also introverted, and has no clue what he's doing in his life or in general. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my videos. Also, you can find me on all the social media above, as well as on my other channel, WhatsItToYa Productions, where I am with a bunch of others where we talk about a lot of stuff. So just go ahead and it'll all be in the description below. Just go and look at it. It'll be great. So until next time, everybody.